Question for you guys. Who remembers what we did last session? This time I'm not going to make you roll for it because it's been a little bit of a wait.
Be worse, like bonus points.
But yes, first of all, just so I know where I have to edit, everybody say hello to the people on YouTube. Hi.
Hi, YouTube.
Hello,
Hi,
YouTube.
How are you guys doing?
Hope you're doing well.
It is awesome to be back over here. As I mentioned before, for the people on the stream, our friend Quartz is not going to be around today, sadly, but she's going to be around on the next session. We're going to have some fun. Sadly, we couldn't really wait too much because otherwise it may have been a lot more waiting. And we had the chance right now, so we were just like, yeah, might as well. Let's take it right now. And she was all good with it. But don't worry, she's going to be back. And we will have a lot of fun. Perfect. And let's see. All right, so I was asking you guys, who remembers what happened last time? This time I'm not going to make you guys roll to not put you on the spotlight, but whoever remembers can probably give us the rundown. And Greenie, if you can start the music, that would be awesome.
Okay, I remember the last thing that happened is that we went into this dining room and I tried to have a little snack and then the snack tried to snack on me. And we ended on like a little brawl.
Correct.
That is true, but we had a decent amount of stuff before that as well.
We can work our way backwards.
We started on the road, right? Or wait, no, did we start at the that blacksmith place?
Well, yes.
Yeah, it's like the end of the rat arc.
Exactly.
We ended inside the blacksmith, and we had rested, and we had found a couple of diary entries, logs, however you want to describe them, from Vtuber that described the general gist of what actually went down, which was that originally Vtuber's wife ended up being infected by whatever you would call the rare rat version of lycanthropy.
I mean, I guess it's still called lycanthropy. I didn't find anything different about it.
I've always just called it.
Yeah, let's ask Zoralis. I feel like Zoralis would know.
What do you mean?
But like, obviously, lichen means wolf.
Right.
But she ended up infecting Vtuber, but they kind of just continued being themselves, at least in the aspect that they, were killing people and, using them to feed themselves as well as stealing all their equipment. We did get a couple of gold from the smithy, but once we left towards the monastery that we had been heading to this entire time, before we'd headed into the bit of foggy, misty area of the mountaintop, Kipper helped diagnose what was wrong with my character Ambrose as well as Taurin, Coatscotton's character, which curing both of us in the meantime, which was very useful because I was missing a good chunk of HP, and Taurin was infected with the early stages of lycanthropy. So it's a very good thing that we had Kipper in the party, as not only able to diagnose, but also cure both of us.
I was also the nurse.
Oh yes, Jory was the nurse.
Jory was a great nurse.
Thank you.
And as we actually headed further into the mountain, there was this thick fog that we decided to head through. And probably not the greatest idea, as it ended up causing all of us to split apart from each other, even with us trying to stay stuck fast with a rope, with all of us holding onto a rope.
None of us held on to the rope for long.
Yeah, Yes, unfortunately, due to various reasons and circumstance, we all dropped the rope for one reason or another. Each of us having a bit of strange things occurring. I can try and recount some of them, but I missed a good portion of Taurin's.
Get it? Because missed.
But I was having some connection problems towards the end that day, and so I missed like half of Taurin's portion, so I can't really say much of hers.
That's fine.
But some of the events that were going on, seemingly in our own minds, was that Joy was going through what seemed to be his hometown, only to see flames and fires surrounding him, and doing nothing as he watched a man of black armor come towards him. Rexmoa had also returned home, being beckoned by his children, to which he also called back, telling them he's finally home, and that he can finally greet them once more. But the voices became quieter, farther away, before his world descended into darkness. Kipper was hearing the voices of seemingly old friends, and while he did try to ignore the voices, he managed to focus on these kind of strange orbs that he saw, something that I believe was reminiscent of the dreams that he had a couple of days prior. Asking what they wanted, they responded with rather sad and insulting things to him. Things like leaving you because we didn't like you, how he was weak, and how he should have been abandoned. And perhaps furthermore on how he will lose something else and stand there and watch as everything dies around him.
You were not very nice to me.
No, they were not.
They were not.
Now, I will need a little bit of help with Taurin's piece, because I only caught the last part where she was seeing the symbol of a smiling moon that belonged to a group of unsavory people that I believe... I think it was the smiling moon, and the voice was saying how he had took it so no one else could have it, including Taurin herself. And as Taurin tried to swipe at the voice, he just kind of continued to insult and say how she caused him such pain, with Taurin responding that it was the opposite, in fact. But she eventually swiped at the smiling moon, seemingly dispelling the fog.
Well, that is pretty much a good summary.
Towards the end.
Exactly. I mean, that was pretty much it. I cannot reveal too much because I mean that's the whole point of the vision was to be super, revealing.
Yeah.
I did miss a bit of it, unfortunately, and I forgot to go back into the VOD. And then I forgot to do mine, actually. For the vision I was seeing, I was left alone being the last person. And I eventually could not contain myself, and I ran to see if I can find anyone. But I instead found a kind of shadowy version of a man, with the only seeming thing that you could actually see anything. The only oddity about it was that he was in a mask. As well as a screaming of a woman that was coming from behind me that I had moved away from. I reached out after the man, asking if he could come along once more. But when I tried to touch him, the person fell into a pile of bones and cloth before I fell into unconsciousness.
Correct. And after you guys fell unconscious, where do you guys end up?
At the front of the monastery, right?
Was it the front or the inside of it?
It was the front courtyard. Yeah, I mean, you are inside the premises. In the front courtyard, you would see it's a very large area. And also, you may have noticed that The stairs leading out were full of the same mist that you guys had all of your visions in. So, noticing some lights inside, you decided to push forward. And hey, you were starting to investigate, and as Villa said a few moments ago, you found yourselves in a very, we'll say, prepared dining room. And well, as you were trying to snack, the snacks tried to snack you.
The snack that snacks back.
Exactly.
Mimics.
Correct. You found yourselves in a room full of mimics, and after a very, I would say, annoying fight, mostly because I was critting a lot.
Oh my god.
We were struggling.
Yes. You guys were able to defeat the mimics. And so with that, that's pretty much where we ended the session. Any questions, anything before we move on?
I'm ready.
Ready? Okay. So,
Sir.
as we left off before our improvised hiatus, you find yourselves now in the quiet of the dining room that you guys were just in. The food now looking very much not appetizing, and in fact, it looks like it had been left there for a while. And yeah, some of the furniture as well, where these creatures that lay dead around you, still retaining some of the shapes that they used to have before they attacked you. After this rough fight, what are you guys doing?
Well, I think that I should definitely check to see what people's HP is looking like. Anybody have low HP? I know a guy.
Yeah, I could use some R&R. I only have I have a deficit of 7.
I am pretty sure that yes, Rexmoa, you were pretty injured.
I was getting torn up by a bench and a ham. I got splinters everywhere.
And ham everywhere.
Yeah.
Yep. Well, now that the illusion is gone, well, obviously the ham, quote unquote, that you have in on you, it's another type of flesh, and it stinks. And of course, since you bit some of them, you have a very awful taste in your mouth. It's very acidic, but not in the good way.
What do you mean? It was totally tasty.
For a moment, yes. Then it became really not tasty.
We talking apple acidic, lemon acidic, or
Yeah,
tomato?
Rexmoa is gonna like take like a spoon or something and just start scraping his tongue. Ugh, should not have taken a bite out of that thing.
I am talking about a bad fermentation acidic.
Yeah, that's what I like. A bad kombucha batch.
Yeah.
Rotten kimchi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty bad.
Downtown kimchi.
Yep.
So Rexmoa says, well, I think we've all learned that things don't appear to be what they seem around here. Not even delicious meals are safe.
I'm so sorry about that, bud. You're kind of looking a bit knackered. You could probably use a bit of woo-woo healing stuff.
I could use a proper meal, but I suppose healing will do. Thank you.
I can only heal ailments, not hunger. Let's see. I have to press buttons for that.
If only Taurin wasn't sleeping in my pocket, then we could eat some of her berries.
Oh, yes.
Who knew that a little gnome would cast a spell of sleep and rat on her?
Yes. For
Yeah,
now.
what a strange thing to occur.
For now, yes.
And then disappear.
We're gonna remove Taurin for now. She is technically there. We'll say she passed out from the encounter. It was a little bit rough on everybody, but she is safe.
Okay, good. Healing word. Did it just do it automatically?
I'm pretty sure it did not. It's 1d4 plus your spellcasting ability. 1d4 plus, I'm pretty sure you have a +3 if I am correct. Let me check. You do have a +3. So roll a 1d4 and we'll add that +3.
Okay. Let's see if I can get it. Is it slash roll or roll slash?
On your screen, on the left side of your screen, there is like a little dice icon. It gives you like preset like dice to roll as well if you don't want to, you know.
What was the die again?
1d4.
1d4. I don't see a 1 anywhere.
Just click the d4.
Oh, okay.
All right, that will be 2 plus 3 healing plus your life cleric ability, which I'm pretty sure is another 2.
1. Oh, 2. Wow.
Because it's 1 plus level. Let me check real quick. Sorry if I move your sheet. I'm just checking. You have.
Buttons.
It's 2 plus the spell level, so that is another 3 points. Because you are casting it at level 1.
So, how much healing am I doing?
That will be a total of 8 points of healing.
Hey.
And make sure to take down that 1 mana point you just spent.
I can do that.
On your new sheets that have the mana counter over here. Oh, remember, if you're in the combat tab, if you scroll all the way down, you will see the mana points there. So you know, you have a little checklist.
Combat.
You scroll all the way down, should be on all the way down.
Oh wow, I'm almost out of mana. I have 1. I have 1 left.
Good. Better make it count then.
Blast of laser your balls.
So yes, you Rexmoa, you get 8 points of healing back, 8 points of HP.
Yippee.
And so again, silence sets in. You guys can only hear soft breezes of air coming from the door you just came in, and maybe further. Who knows?
Let's get moving. I'm trying to remember the layout. This leads back into the main corridor, I believe.
Yeah, that was the entrance, I think.
Yes, correct. Opening the door, you can see that, yes, in fact, that is like the entrance, which is like a main hall kind of deal.
Oh, yeah. There's the desk that's not actually there.
Yeah,
it's like a stand-in. Yeah. Okay.
I can't see anything.
You can't?
It did get a lot darker.
Oh, you know what? I'm in the
me.
wrong place.
Yeah, you might be.
Wrong place.
Yeah, just zoom out all the way, and then you'll be able to see where we are.
Okay, I'm in the food place.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was silent at the moment. I was fixing my new character sheet.
Oh, no, that's all good. Yeah.
It's all good now. I am perfectly ready now.
Well, I open the door and say, well, this looks like where we came in, so maybe turn back around? Honestly, I've kind of forgotten the layout of this place. No, that is what happens when you get older. Oh yeah, I forgot we're supposed to be holding hands.
I know. That's why I'm following you. I vaguely remember that.
Okay, well let's go back the way we came, I guess.
Jory's just
And-
kind of standing around awkwardly, waiting for you guys to move.
There's less light out in here now.
Oh yeah. Well, that is what you guys can see normally. So, you know.
All right.
Everything
Fine.
good,
Remember.
Ambrose? Are you moving with them?
Oh, yeah, this is just a dead end. That's right.
Jory's just kind of in statue mode.
Did we go up here? I'm trying to remember.
As you go
is this a door right here?
No, I was just about to say. Right in front of you, there is a set of stairs going down, but you can see right there that the stairs are not the stairs, but this little like lower ground area is flooded. You can tell that at some point the stairs just kind of cut and there's only water. You know it's water because there is some dripping coming from somewhere around the room, and you can see the ripples of water just kind of, you know, expanding and going and showing you that there is a layer of liquid.
Anyone in the mood for a swim?
I don't know how you know what? I lived on a floating island. I should be used to swimming at this point.
Oh yeah, that's right. Can I poke my quarterstaff into there and see how deep it is?
Yeah, of course. You pull out your quarterstaff and just poke it in there. You can see that the water, I would say that a normal humanoid would reach about your a little below your knee.
Okay, that's not that bad.
Kipper,
I was expecting you to say
you
like,
are a small one, however. You would definitely be a knee height though.
I have 3 tall men with me.
Correct. Well, one of them is only tall when it shifts. So
Still taller than me.
True.
Everything's taller than a bean.
Correct.
We're in this together, my friends. What do you all think, Ambrose? Yori? There are other places to explore, after all.
I'm not entirely sure that I want to get into water if this isn't going to bring us to whatever brought us here in the first place.
Fair enough point.
I hate getting wet.
Well, then it's settled. And I guess we'll start walking back over here. Was this room anything?
It was a general like storeroom. You could see like crates of stuff. Maybe stuff like where, you know, like kitchen stuff.
Roll to loot.
Do you want to try and loot something from this room?
There's a map here.
Well, the items in the illustrations may not be necessarily what it is over there. I will mention it if it is what is supposed to be. For now, over here, you would see that this storeroom, obviously being next to the dining room, is more of a food storage area rather than a, you know.
Ooh, but can we find good food that we can eat for later?
Give me an investigation check.
Okay. Investigate. I have to get used to my my new.
Ooh, yeah. That did it. It's a 16. I will say, if you look around, you may find some of the, you know, longer lasting food, you know, non-perishables, I guess, that are still good. Most of the food, however, you know, the more fresh stuff or stuff that, you know, does not have a lot of life, it's already gone. But I will say, Kipper, you are able to scrounge enough food to get yourself one extra ration. This ration would last you for a whole day.
Describe to me the texture and the taste of said ration.
I would say, since we're talking about like non-perishable, you would find like dried fruits and like nuts.
Ooh, like.
And maybe like, you know, some jerky or stuff like that.
I like.
Mm-hmm.
Good find, lad.
I gift it to Rexmoa. He's been in good of it. Like, you've been a little hungry for a bit. So much so that we launched ourselves into a trap, and I think you deserve this out of all of us the most.
Well, you did put the work into finding it, so how about we share the meal?
I'll, you know what? I'll take like a third. I'm tiny.
And I just like I down the dried goods in just one gulp.
Just
Right, I think
one
this
gulp.
is the main hallway.
Snake meal.
Yeah, and then down there should be we passed like by some armor, right? I'm trying to remember.
Yes, you did. Let me refresh your memory. The main hall that you see right here had, before you guys enter in the main area, had some armors that with some investigation you were able to discern it was mostly cosmetic and meant to represent people rather than being worn as actual protective gear. And obviously in front of you as well, you would be able to also see that this is a kind of a repeating thing. The faces of the armors and the details of the platings and different kind of ornaments are obviously, you know, not the same in all of them. So, as you guys investigated before, these may be like important people or like, you know, people that stand out in this place. As I said, they're mostly decorative. As in terms of like combat and like wearing stuff, sure, you may get some uses out of it, but it is mostly an armor for show. And plus, from investigating as well, you don't know how long these armors have been without proper care.
Will we offend someone? And I'm asking this rhetorically. Is it we might offend someone if we wear that and then we walk out? They're like, "That's my great grandfather's," and then they zap us with lightning bolts. This is Bip Bip wisdom.
On the open door that you guys see to your right side, where Bip Bip is another more of those storage rooms. Clearly, nothing too noticeable, I guess. Lots of crates and stuff. I will give you this, and this is something that you guys saw from the last time. The main hall, at the end of the main hall, you saw some lights that were on.
Okay. Well, I guess we should go that way.
Wait, are these doors over here?
Yes, there are doors. And
Don't be more mimics.
That's what I'm afraid of.
Opening this area specifically, you find yourself in another hallway, full of many more doors. Upon a first glance, you cannot discern what this is, but maybe because of how close each door is to each other, you may be able to figure out this could be the living quarters.
I was gonna say that.
I was thinking it might have been like a prison, but I was like, why would a monastery need a prison? I think close enough.
Hey,
From
you
all
never
the
know.
non-believers.
I don't know about you all, but I don't know if I want to take a chance on resting on a pine straw bed just to get a bite taken out of me.
Again.
I mean, I wouldn't mind investigating these. I mean, it's like the whole like in a video game, you always go the wrong way before you go the right way.
Yeah, no, I feel like there's nothing wrong with that, especially since Quartz isn't gonna be here. If we do some side questing, that might actually be.
Yeah. Okay. Rexmoa, as you approach and open this door, it creaks softly. You can see, indeed, what looks to be just a simple room. It has a bed, a little chest for possessions, and a small desk and a stool for for whoever owns it to sit down.
I would like to examine the desk for any writings.
Give me an investigation check, please.
Okie doke. All right.
I'll just kind of keep an eye out, see if there's any strange movements around, so we can
Skills
look through
and
some stuff.
tools.
I'm gonna sit on the bed. My tush hurt.
Investigation.
Investigation check. Okay. Rexmoa, you are, shuffling around the different books that you can see. You find a few books about literature, some interesting things, but nothing that really, you're not really looking for any of this. It's like, okay, that's a neat looking book, but like I'm trying to find if what is going on. As far as like papers telling you, hey, why is this like this? You find nothing. And the desk is just a random, normal looking desk. Kipper, you sit on the bed and a thin layer of dust just kind of flies.
Oh no. I have allergies. I have a spell for this. It's called Vicks.
Well, all I've gleaned is that this monk in particular was a fan of romance novels. And I just plop the notebook or whatever I found back on the desk, and I exit the room.
My aunt has so many of those.
My grandma has an entire shelf just full of the thin romance novels.
Oh boy.
Exactly. I feel like every third of them is Fabio.
On the cover.
Opening the next room, Kipper, now that you went in first.
Just immediately go for the bed.
Yes. Give me a perception check, Kipper, please.
Okay,
Oh boy.
I perceive. Oh goodness.
What do you perceive?
Please not a mimic bed.
What do you want to perceive it? So at least, I mean, if it's gonna happen either way, you would want to know.
Okay. Interesting. Okay. Kipper, you go inside, you look around. As far as you can see, this room, while it looks similar to the one that you just entered, this one is slightly different. Things are thrown all over the place. You can see personal belongings in the ground, thrown around the desk and things. This is definitely a room where something had, happened. And let me check real quick, because I have... That's all good. That's all good.
Didn't mean to do that.
Don't you worry. Don't you worry. Don't you worry.
Blade ward spell.
I gotta open something.
Not used to the
One.
new sheets yet.
Yep. I'm just looking at these little guys. You can't see them, but I can.
Oh no! It better not be more mimics.
Okay, let's see.
I don't know which one's worse, rats or mimics.
No, you know what? I'll take mimics.
Bib, you notice nothing strange in this room.
Oh. Okay. That's good. I like that.
Spy anything, lad?
This person just seemed to be a bit of a messy maid, but you know what?
They say clutter can reflect one's personality.
if you guys like to
In that
find
case,
anything,
I'm a mess.
yeah, if you guys like to find anything at any point, I remind you, you can ask me for you to investigate or to try to perceive if you see anything out of the ordinary or anything that, you know, stands out in the room. Just letting you know, because I was telling you guys about this, but I usually do like to hide little things around here and there. So, you know, curiosity in this scenario, it could be very beneficial.
All right.
I'd like to go in this room.
That room over there.
Rexmoa would like to try to perceive this room whenever, whenever Kipper is done.
Okay.
I will let Rexmoa do the thing first.
Yeah. I would like to try to learn the nature of this mess. Is like simply someone being disorganized, or perhaps like they left in a rush? Was there a fight here?
Give me an investigation check this time.
Oh my. This is very not Disco Elysium up in here.
Hey, listen, it happens. From what you can tell right now, it's hard to know if there was somebody breaking in or somebody just going out in a rush. It is difficult to know because there is, well, for your eyes, you don't really see a pattern of things thrown in a specific way, or like, you know, items grabbed or things dragged or something like that. So for you, it is really a little bit complicated to tell if this has been a struggle or if it's just somebody messy or this was something done in a rush.
I just shake my head and I was like, perhaps they were just disorganized. And we leave the room. Where's Ambrose?
Room.
What's Ambrose doing? I'm speaking out of character.
Ambrose.
Yeah, what is Ambrose and Jory doing?
I'm just looking around a bit cautiously, making sure there's no sudden movements.
Ambrose, give me a perception check.
Okay. Let's see. Perception is right down here. No. A 9.
Ambrose, you hear nothing out of the ordinary. You can only hear the sounds that were already in there. You know, little drip sounds, wind kind of blowing slowly through cracks and crevices. Nothing out of the ordinary.
Companion.
Yeah, the companion's footsteps. Oh yeah, now that you guys have entered this room, this one, same thing. It's don't mind the crossbow, by the way, it's not there. It's another room that's a little bit messy. It is a double room. Anything that you guys want to do in this area?
Do you suspect anything out of the ordinary, Ambrose? So far, I must say, things look very familiar for a monastery.
I have been to a monastery before, and it was like this, if a bit more homey, I suppose. It's so quiet besides us, especially with those things we fought for as mimics. I'm just a bit on edge.
Yeah, likewise, my friend. If it weren't for the fact that we had that encounter, I would have thought that the most we could find in these dorms would be some hidden bowls of porridge someone stashed away. But perhaps it requires a more perceptive eye. So I'll investigation again. Am I gonna?
Do you want to investigate? Of course.
Yeah, I want to investigate if these two were roommates.
Oh.
They were
They
roommates.
were roommates.
They were roommates.
I'm sorry,
Well, they
Rexmoa's
were both
intelligence
in the
rolls are
room
so
and made.
never good.
Let me roll for something real quick because this may be very fun.
Uh-oh.
Okay, okay.
What I'm gonna say is they were probably just roommates because the beds are not merged. If they were more than that, they would be merged.
Rexmoa, just out of curiosity, does a 17 hit?
Oh no!
It does not actually.
Just out of curiosity.
Uh-oh.
It does?
Just out of curiosity.
I like check under the bed and then
No.
a crossbow shoots me.
This is what it's gonna happen. You start looking around the room, trying to figure out like what is going on with this place. Why is it so ominous? Why is there a section of this place that is flooded? Why are there lights on, but it seems like the place has been abandoned for a while? All of these questions plague your mind a little bit as you are walking around this room trying to find whatever clue you can. And whilst you're walking, you stumble a little bit with the rug that is under your feet. And, well, this rug attacks you.
Ah!
And give me either a strength or a dexterity save because you are about to be smothered.
Oh no!
Okay.
Oh wow!
Damn, that is easy enough.
Yeah,
You
might
can
not
see-
be able to think, but I sure can tussle with a rug.
Oh, damn. Okay. Yeah, so as you can see, and can we get some combat music, please? As you can see, the rug that you stumble into doesn't even make a sound, but immediately it just stands up and wraps and tries to wrap onto you. And all of you around would be able to see that the rug is, in fact, animated. And would you guys mind to roll initiative, please? Make sure to, there you go.
Is this magic rug or is this a mimic? Because those are the two options.
I would actually make you roll for that if you want to know.
Hi, Ash. Fighting a rug.
You guys.
Up in here.
Hello, Ash.
Dude,
I have to.
I'm about to munch on this rug.
This is not the first time I fought a rug in D&D.
It is a very fun enemy.
Things have been pretty rough after Aladdin wrapped up.
Yeah. Let me get your initiatives in order. I don't know why it didn't add your initiative.
Oh no.
That's all good. That's all good. It's all good. Okay. So now we're gonna. Oop. Perfect.
I'm only a +2 dex. I rolled pretty good.
True. Okay. So as you see this rug try and catch you, Ambrose, you get to act first.
Indeed, I shall, already having my sword out as the previous venture of mimics leading me to be a bit wary, I will see the interesting rogue start to activate and try and wrap itself around my friends. So I will take my greatsword and I'll just kind of pivot it forward and then swipe backward to avoid hitting any of my friends.
All right, go ahead and roll
Let's
for
see
your
if I
attack.
do this correctly. Like so, that's a 13.
That does hit.
Cool.
You can click on the damage on the chat and it will do the damage. Damn!
That'll be 12 damage.
That is a lot of damage. You have cut I guess you made a gash in this rug. Obviously, it's a rug. You can see at the other side where you've cut.
It is in fact a rug. And that will be my turn.
Alrighty. And Jory, your wolf senses have you, react faster. What are you doing?
I can't remember if I ever unshifted.
I don't think you have, because we ended right as the combat ended.
Oh,
So I will say you're still, so I just say you're still wolfing it up.
Oh. Yeah. Oh, let me change my react real quick then. So he kind of just like sees the fight that's going on in the room. He just kind of like hangs his shoulders down and sighs and decides to move in and attack.
All right. Which attack are you using?
Let's do claws.
That does hit.
Oh, nice.
This thing has a very low AC. Roll for your attack. All right.
And I'm not raging, so I guess that's all.
Yeah. That's fine. You can see this rug is losing a lot of, I don't know, like wool, thread.
Ripping into its seams.
Yes. Alrighty. And is that it for your turn?
Yep.
Okay. So it is the lovely rug's turn. And he did not take it kindly to all of this. So he is going to try and smother the person who did more damage. Ambrose does that is a 18 to hit.
That will hit me.
Alrighty, Ambrose, you are smothered by this rug. Meaning, let's see. The creature is grappled, and you are considered restrained, blinding, and at risk of suffocating.
Okay.
So,
unfortunately for D&D, suffocation is very difficult.
It is very difficult, but we will say that. So I'm gonna put a little red dot on you, and the rug is now all around you. You can see this living rug wrap itself around Ambrose, and it's just kind of holding him. And that's gonna be its turn.
I have a question. If I attack the rug, am I also going to be attacking Ambrose?
Yes, you will. Remember, you are hitting a piece of fabric around the person.
Dang. I have like blunt damage.
Pinata time.
Correct.
What's inside of the pinata? My friend!
Don't worry, Ambrose. And your turn, you will get a escape DC. This one was the first one was like a surprise round, so you know.
All right. Huh.
It is your turn, Rexmoa. Yes.
I'm trying to think of what I can even do in this situation that won't cause Ambrose any harm. Is there any way I can? Oh yeah. Well. Okay, that's reasonable. Okay. You know what? Rexmoa was feeling very confident, so we're just gonna do the usual, and maybe we'll try to like jab at it with the quarterstaff.
Go ahead and roll for your attack.
Don't worry, Ambrose. I gotcha.
That does hit.
No.
Roll for damage.
Oh, okay.
Okay, let's see.
All right. Ambrose, you take 4 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oh, no.
I gotcha, buddy.
Where did
this time I am not going to I'm not gonna do my follow-up.
You can see, obviously you grab your quarterstaff, spin it around and just swing, and you hear from the inside of the rug.
Sorry, force of habit. It's always how I start off these things.
Anything else that you're gonna do in your turn?
I don't know if there's anything I can do that won't make this worse. So, I'll just like back up. I'll just like back up a bit.
Okay, that's fine. The rug cannot smother another person. Lucky for you. Yeah, you are able to back out, no problem. Why do you guys have yellow dots in your guys?
I don't know. It would have been from.
It's because
last
Kipper
fight?
used bless. I remember. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
That's
Yeah,
fine. Let me
would be
remove
gone
those.
by now.
Yeah, let me remove those points real quick.
Hashtag bless.
Yeah, hashtag bless. Perfect. And is that it for your turn then?
Yes, that'll be it for my turn.
Awesome. Kipper, you're up.
Okay, so let's see. Inflict wounds. Does that use one spell or two? I mean, 1 mana point or 2 mana points?
Is it a level 1 spell?
I think it's a level 1 spell.
It is.
It is a level 1 spell. Yeah, then it would use 1 mana point.
Okay.
Is that to hit?
Yeah, I just clicked it,
Mhm.
so I'm assuming to hit.
That is to hit. Unfortunately, that does not hit. Or perhaps fortunately, that does not hit.
Well, but honestly, I would think a spell of inflict wounds wouldn't inflict wounds on the person on the inside.
I don't
Is that how
know.
that works?
I don't know. What
How
are you?
does
Why
it-
don't you
how do
hit
you
and
not
find
know?
out? Why don't you hit and find out?
I can't. My man is gone.
But
I
yes.
used it.
It does not hit.
Oh well. Can I attempt to pry the carpet off with my hands?
I will allow you to do that. Yeah, you're gonna have to do a contested strength check against the carpet.
Okay, where's my strength? Stealth, survival. Where's my strength?
You can do athletics. Athletics is strength.
Oh, okay. I saw it. Oh yeah, it is.
You grab one of the ends of the carpet, try to pull it as hard as you can, and you manage to pull a little bit out, but it just slaps itself again into all around Ambrose. Is that it for your turn, Kipper?
Yes, it is. I just like the sounds that
Ambrose,
made.
you cannot see a thing. You are completely restrained, and the oxygen starts getting low. Would you like to attempt to escape the grapple? That would be your action.
Yes, I'll go ahead and do that. I'll have disadvantage to hit it after all.
Actually, at the start of its turn, oh boy, you are going to take damage. As a matter of fact, you are going to take a total of 9 points of bludgeoning damage. As the rug is squeezing you a lot. Alright, now you can try and do it. You need to do a strength check.
What was it on the sheet? Is it strength athletics or just regular strength?
I will allow you to do athletics.
Okay. So I do have proficiency in that, so.
And easy enough, you are able to escape the grasp of the rug.
Yes, and I think that'll probably be my turn.
Alrighty. Jory, you have just seen this chaos very much unfold. A rug grabbing
that tapestry.
Ambrose. Everybody hitting the rug, trying to fight against it, and Ambrose taking the damage for it. What are you doing?
Alright, I'm alright.
Let's just slash it again.
Okay, go ahead and roll for your attack. That does hit.
Good.
Roll for your damage. Okay, you can see it is looking quite rough already. The rug starts to look very tattered.
You can kind of tell, like, he's not putting, like, all of his force into these attacks, just kind of,
Understandable. Is that it for your turn?
Yes, that is.
Okay. Let's see. Kipper, call it high or low?
Low.
Low, okay.
I wasn't paying attention. I
It
don't know what's
was
happening.
high. Unfortunately, Rexmoa does a... Ooh, that might not hit. That is a 14 to hit.
No,
That
I am
does not
safe
hit.
from this creepy carpet.
So the carpet tries to, latch onto you, but you manage to push it back with your quarterstaff, and that is all that it can do, unfortunately. And it is your turn.
Vengeance. All right, the usual.
Get him.
Get him. It's like, okay. Now that Ambrose isn't there.
Oh my goodness.
All right.
Yeah, thank goodness Ambrose isn't in there. Jesus.
Roll for that damage.
Ambrose
Damn.
died.
Oh my
That would have hurt.
goodness.
Yeah,
Oh
I'm
Oh my
telling you, these
god, that would have
mimics.
hurt.
My goodness. Easy enough.
What the heck?
You lift up that quarterstaff with rage building up into your heart as you see this rug attached to your companion, that it actually made you hit the rug. And finally, the rug is down. It goes into the ground limp, as any normal rug should be.
I imagine it makes a dog whining noise too.
It actually makes no noise, which is fun.
Know your place.
Beneath his feet.
I'll just brush off some of the dust that's been caked onto me, kind of feeling as I have a new bruise in my chest.
Oh, I'm really sorry about that, Ambrose.
It is all right. Honestly, I didn't expect it to go for me so quickly.
Well, I think we're starting to get an idea of what kind of fate befell these monks. The real
Now,
question is, how did they get here?
honestly, I have no idea, but the one thing I do know, I am currently out of mana. I won't be able to heal anyone, and I won't be able to cast spells. It may be a good idea if we take a short rest, considering that there are beds. If that is a potential option.
Resting is a potential option, but I will remind you, mana points only go back to you on a long rest.
No! Where has all my mana gone?
Wait a minute. I think I have. Oh wait. Let me check. I don't have a mana potion, but I have mana grass. Can I try to turn that into something for my,
do you
my
have-
dear
I'm
compatriot?
a rabbit. I can just eat grass.
Yeah, I have an herbalism kit.
Do you have an herbalism? Okay. If you have an herbalism kit, I want you to roll me a... Oh, what can you roll me? I would say roll me a sleight of hand check to see if you can
Interesting.
turn it into any concoction.
Not the worst thing I could roll.
All
Okay,
right.
pretty good.
I will say, with your herbalism kit, you set it down on the ground, pull out a mortar and pestle, and start, grinding up this mana grass into whatever pulp you can get out, using a little bit of solvent that you have over there. You manage to get yourself a small solution. And I will say, with your roll, this solution would restore 1 mana point.
Huh. I learned this from the elves from the north. Here you go, Kip. This should get you right as rain.
I didn't know you knew how to do that.
Well, Sometimes I forget myself.
Hopefully not too much. We're gonna need you in here.
Well, I guess we'll see if I still actually have it. Then I hand over the. Well, what does the liquid look like that I produce? I imagine it's blue.
Well,
just because mana and blue.
Well, it was also a little bit of a grass, so it's kind of like a bluish, kind of green, like paste.
Grass juice.
I assure you.
My mom always told me wheatgrass was good for you.
Oh, there you go.
It's a lot more appetizing than it looks.
Teal.
Yeah, it's like a dark teal color.
It's grass flavored. I understand.
It actually does taste pretty grassy. And with that, Rexmoa, remove your mana grass. And Kipper, if you are drinking the concoction, you get 1 mana point.
Okay, is there a potential? I just realized I also have 1 lesser mana potion.
Uh-huh.
So if I drank that and my mana potion, I would get, I forget how much a regular.
I'm pretty sure the lesser mana potion gives you 2.
Ah, so that would give me 3. I am so powerful again.
Uh-huh.
I mean, you're doing better than me, considering I have none.
You have a sword.
I can't even. Oh, I mean, actually, I technically can cast magic, because Blade Ward is technically magic.
Uh-huh.
But
It's magic of the heart. Magic of the blood. Blood.
blood magic.
So
That's
after
the sound I imagine blood magic makes.
Yes. So after encountering this rug of doom, we will call it, the mystery still remains. What happened here?
Maybe we'll see another soul another day.
Do I have to investigate this room now? I guess I have to investigate this room now.
What are you trying to look for, though?
I don't know. I'm just looking at the room.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Well, Rexmoa already investigated, and he didn't find anything out of the ordinary besides a normal dormitory room with a very interesting looking rug.
I will investigate the rug then. Does that sound like just to see if there's any trace of anything, or will that give me absolutely nothing?
What are you specifically trying to look for?
I guess symbols, a maker tag.
Okay. give me an investigation check, and Ambrose, give me a history check, please. Oh,
History.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
So,
I have.
okay.
Wow, we're pretty good.
You're pretty good
Interesting,
checks, bro.
interesting. Okay, so Kipper, looking around the rug, in terms of like designers or fabrics, you cannot see anything out of the ordinary at all. However, I will give you this. From the way the rug was set on the ground, maybe this rug came in later than everything else in this room.
I think this rug slithered on in.
As for Ambrose, with your roll, you can probably recall what you have heard or read about mimics. Mimics are ambush creatures that like to hide as common objects, and sometimes not so common objects, and like to attack their prey when they are, lured towards it. The rug that you just found is a variety of mimic. A very dangerous one if not dealt with fast enough. And the other ones that you found back at the dining room were more of the normal mimic varieties.
Are we gonna like fight a big mommy mimic in the back of this place?
That would be
Hmm.
terrifying.
Wouldn't you like to
We've
know?
already
No!
fought a mother and father. It was just rare rats instead. We don't need to fight another family, please.
Yeah, I'm. They call me Homewrecker, but mostly because of the giant steel ball that I used to crush their homes.
Well,
I'm a good person.
silence sets again. It is very eerie how, after the ruckus of the fight, everything goes completely quiet.
Well, I was thinking, after seeing this and the others, we were talking about how this might have happened. I know a little bit about mimics from my travels. A couple of passing knowledge worries when you're adventuring into places that don't have anyone there. I mean, do you know this already? But they are ambush predators. This here, from what I understand, rarer. It's still a mimic of sorts, but a lot less likely to appear than the ones we saw in the other room.
Lucky
If I had
us.
to guess, either the monks were eaten by these, or perhaps the monks abandoned the place and then these came here after, waiting for anyone foolish enough to enter in the monastery.
Well, I hope for their sakes it was the latter.
We haven't seen any signs of struggle, have we?
Inside
own,
of
of
the
course.
rooms?
Rexmoa has not, unfortunately.
Well, from what
Not-
you can understand, you cannot really like tell if it was a struggle or if people left in a hurry or or like if the place was ransacked. As Rexmoa is saying, yes, you already investigated, but you don't have the detective skills to know what truly happened.
Okay.
Next room. I feel like we need to uncover the mysteries. I just turned into Moss from IT Crowd.
As you guys
Maybe the
continue
other
walking,
rooms will have more.
As you guys continue walking through this hallway, you would see at the end how water starts showing, as if the sections further were also flooded.
Just like the other side of the hall. Do I sense anything amiss with this water? Does it just look like regular water?
Would you like to investigate?
I sure would. I'll go as far as to like dip my toes in there.
Okay, go ahead and roll me an investigation check.
Okie dokie.
As you dip your
One of these
toes.
days. Oh my god. Okay, this isn't even like fair. They're literally all
Dude.
under like 5. What the fuck?
I'm sorry, Villa. Whenever it comes to anything intelligence-wise, you just
Yeah.
can't.
It's not even that bad. Like a minus one's not great, but like I still haven't
Yeah.
rolled above a 10.
I find it so
Yeah,
funny
no,
too
like-
because ZJ's not even like doing like a. I feel like if I was the GM and someone rolled a 1, I would just be like blind. You got,
No,
like, You got
Rexmoa.
spiders in your eyes.
Rexmoa, as a matter of fact, from your roll, I can tell you it's wet.
Toe related advantage.
Oh,
Is it
toe
cold?
advantage.
Is it cold? Yeah, it's fairly cold.
You know what? I'm going to say that we need more people to do investigation.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
I mean, hey,
I just-
honestly, you're rolling bad right now. To be fair, that is luck
Yeah.
of the dice because you don't have bad modifiers.
Yeah,
It's not bad,
Rexmoa
it
just wonders out loud. Is like, How does a monastery on top of a mountain get flooded?
Is it icky water or is it just like random water?
You can dip your feet into.
Ambrose has to take off his boots.
It has no smell.
I'll
I
actually,
will
like,
give you
bend
that.
down and
Yeah,
I'll actually like bend down and look through it.
Okay, Ambrose.
It has no smell, is what CJ
Yeah,
said.
it has no smell. Ambrose, you can see it is liquid. It looks very wet.
Go figure. Actually, water isn't wet. Hold on a second. Is this entire mimic?
Wouldn't that be a fun thing to add?
Oh goodness, that's
don't do that.
foreshadowing. Don't foreshadow like that. Don't make us guess.
I mean, I am
We
kind of
might
worried
guess
about
correctly.
something, but I'm not gonna say what I'm worried about because it is metagame.
Yeah, Rexmoa just says, well, we can't even trust what our eyes see, let alone what we can't see. So perhaps we should stick to this side of the water. And I'll enter this room, another roommatey room. I look around. Is there a carpet in this room?
No, don't leave me in here.
This one does not have a rug. Don't worry.
Okay. I confidently stand in the middle of the room.
Left the room and then the door slammed on
Kipper, and I was like, okay, it's safe.
Let me just close that door really quick. Okay, have fun, guys.
You confidently stand in the middle of the room. Are you going to do anything?
I am going to look at Kipper's character sheet and let them do something.
Okay, I'm gonna roll for investigation check, I guess.
Okay.
I am decent at investigation. If you guys want me to roll it instead, I have a +1.
Anyone but me, basically.
Okay. Roll
I have a +2.
investigation then.
Okay. Go ahead, Kipper.
Okay, thank you.
Oh.
Okay, that's okay.
That's not
Kipper,
bad.
what are you trying to look for specifically?
I'm just investigating the room. What am I supposed to know what I'm looking for?
If it's going to explode in the next 2 minutes.
I
Kipper?
guess. Okay, you know what? Signs of what happened.
Okay.
Or look around the room, see what objects there are, type thing.
Okay, so I will tell you that the room that you are right now, it's again another normal looking room for a monastery. This room is again a little bit messy, but Kipper, with your investigation check, I will give you this. The position and the way that the clothes are laid out, it doesn't look like they were picked up on a hurry, and it doesn't look like there has been a struggle. It looks like the clothes were pulled out and ransacked.
Ah, they were looted. Probably been looted before. This is the first time people wandered in here.
Also, Kipper, because you rolled just enough for this, I will say, looking around the room for anything out of the ordinary, you look up at the ceiling and then look down, but then you do a double take. Something catches your eye, and you see a part of the ceiling is, well, not ceiling, as a matter of fact. And
can I zap it before it realizes I see it?
Okay, you can try. What do you want to do?
I'm just gonna zap it with guiding bolt. I'm not having any of this.
All right, roll to attack. You have noticed the creature first. That unfortunately
it.
misses.
Holy moly.
And since it
You
was
guys just
That's
see
a
me
fumble.
look at the ceiling and then just like spark with my hand.
and since
There's
it
a
was
beam
a
of
nat 1, let me reveal this bad boy for you guys. Unfortunately, Villa.
Oh boy, I just love standing in the middle of the room.
Villa
Oh.
does a. Let me check. Oh no, this one is a. Wait. Oh, this one is just a save. Okay. Yeah. Give me a dexterity save, please.
Ooh, that's my
You are
language.
good at those. Hold on, give me a second.
Hey, pretty good.
Perfect. And I'm pretty sure it was like this. You see what looked to be a part of the ceiling now falls down, some sort of blanket kind of creature on top of Villa, and you kind of move away and just manage to push it off before it grabbed you.
Yeah, I feel the currents moving in the air, and I do a sick backflip.
Exactly, and let me get the turn order going once again, because this is another sort of enemy. Oh god. Boop. And boop. All right, everybody, roll
God,
your
okay.
initiative, please.
My initiative is always
Okay,
bad.
Not one time.
Other things are pretty good.
Oh, I don't have.
Okay, I
either.
just want to say, me and Joy have had the same initiative these past two
I
combats.
can see that. Let me roll for the
Yes.
creature. Ah, one of my dice just went flying. That is fine. Oh, it came back to me. Hello, dice. Thank you. Okay, that is the initiative for the creature. I love to put.
Also, I'm just gonna send a funny image into the VC chat really fast that I keep on getting reminded of every time we walk into a room with this mimic.
Alrighty, and Rexmoa, you are technically under the creature. You are just not grappled by it. Sorry, let me. Boop, there you go. So, what do you want to do? As your reflexes allow you to attack first.
Okay. I am. Well, I'm gonna try to use my quarterstaff, and so like this thing is like over me. It just hasn't like
I will say, like, how can I put this? This looks like another kind of like blanket kind of creature. You can see that it was mimicking the roof above your head. So
Okay.
it looks like it was made out of bricks, but as it was trying to grapple you, you just kind of grab it and like toss it. And it is, you know, you can tell it's something like moving, you know, it's I don't know how to describe this. It's a thing.
okay. I'll just imagine it like a moving sheet,
Kind of, yeah.
and just like our buddy in the carpet. There's only one thing to do in this situation, and it's to beat the shit out of it with a stick.
Alrighty. Let's see it. Let's see it. That does hit. Ooh, okay. That dealt some damage.
All right, and then I will use my bonus action to do my unarmed attack.
That that is a flurry of blows. The first one does not hit. Roll me a second one.
All right.
Both
damn it.
don't hit, unfortunately, but you still did a lot of
Good
try.
damage.
I just can't. It just keeps flowing like water.
It is very flowy. It is kind of like I don't know. Well, technically, this thing is like I don't know. It's like a sheet, I guess. It is quite large, so like it was taking most of the ceiling space. All right, is that it for your turn?
Yes, that will be it for my turn.
Alrighty, and this thing is blah, 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 blah. Oh, it's within 10 feet. Ambrose, would you like to give me a dexterity saving throw, please?
A 16. Hey, that's pretty
You
good.
have not grappled by the creature. Unfortunately, that is all that it can do. So that is it for the creature, Kipper. You missed it with.
I was so expecting.
Uh-huh.
Sorry, go ahead. I'll say after.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, Kipper, you missed it with the guiding bolt burning a hole in the ceiling. Make sure to tick down that mana point. And
I did.
It is your turn.
Okay, I'm gonna not make that mistake again, and I'm gonna use a handy weapon.
Okay, go ahead and roll for your attack.
Oh wait, I have
You
unarmed
will?
strike now.
I mean, everybody does. It's just, just punching. You will have to move closer to it if you want to get a hit in.
I gotta be in kissing range.
Yes.
There we go.
Okay.
I know, I'm about to be hugged. I'm gonna use a two-handed warhammer, even though, I feel like that's the worst type of weapon to be using against him.
Hey, it may work. That unfortunately misses.
Oh, I'm so happy I didn't, cast a spell.
Is that it for your turn, Kipper?
Hold on. Is the unhanded strike an action in itself?
Yes, it is.
Oh, okay, then I am done.
Okay, Jory. You see another weird thing coming from the ceiling. What are you doing?
George just kind of just stomps his feet over unenthusiastically and just slashes again.
Okay, roll for your attack. That does hit. Roll for damage. Damn. Okay.
Damn.
Okay.
Heal
I could
him.
have been nice.
That's all right. That's okay. Is that it for your turn?
Yeah, sure.
All right, Ambrose. You were almost grabbed by this thing. What are you
Leave me
doing?
alone. Stop grabbing me. I
Poor
will
Ambrose.
go ahead as I kind of manage to just duck under this kind of almost web of substance. I will go ahead and kind of ducking under. I'll sweep the greatsword in upward motion.
Uh-huh.
And where is my greatsword? That is the wrong section. I'm in my inventory.
Let's see it.
Actually, is it looking bad?
Somewhat.
Okay. I was just thinking about if I should do something. I am not gonna do it. Okay. I'll just attack only.
That
11
misses.
Unfortunate.
Uh-huh.
That will be it. I missed, so yeah, I'll
And
just kind of
oh, no, go
duck
ahead.
and weave, slash upward, and then I'll also miss because of how weavy it is.
Okay, as we go back to the start of the initiative, you guys hear from outside the room, boom, boom, 2 more doors open.
Fucking uh-oh.
Does that include this door right to the left of us?
Yes, that includes
Is
the
there any
door
I can see out that door?
right to the left of us. And funny that you mentioned this door. There is another one in there.
Mimic! Ah!
I'm not going that way.
Ambrose, close the fucking door!
And let me roll for the initiative of the new creatures.
Obviously, since that is a large-sized creature, it can't get through the door, even though it's totally, a rug. We're
Don't
not gonna
worry.
worry about it. It can't
Don't
get through the
worry.
door.
It's a very
It's,
stiff rug.
I would like to not and say we didn't.
Someone had a couple too many sessions in that room, so therefore that rug
Oh
can't.
my god, ew.
Oh god. Oh no.
No one cast a blacklight spell.
No. So, now that you guys have heard the thudding, and Ambrose, you managed to turn back to see what the noise was about. You can see another rug is starting to crawl towards you, but it is Rexmoa's turn. What are you doing, my friend?
I'm gonna mix it up, and I am going to. So I'm gonna if I move, am I gonna be subjected to an attack of opportunity?
With this guy, no, because it's only a save.
Okay.
This one's kind of weird.
So,
it's basically
all
the
right.
same as the rug, but this one just not an attack. The rug actually attacks you. This one doesn't. I don't know how, but I mean, it is what the creature is designed to be.
All right. Okay. I'm trying to. How does line of sight work for this door? Huh.
If you can see it, they can probably see you.
Okay. I'm gonna stand right here,
Okay.
and I'm gonna cast Water Whip
Hey, whoa,
using my two
There-
remaining key points.
There is a Kipper that moved out of the way.
Sorry, we're probably not holding hands anymore.
Boom.
Oh no.
You are not
I'll
allowed
be
to
on
do
bed.
that. Boom. You are going to use Water Whip on
I'm gonna use Water Whip on the
rug.
carpet.
Okay, would you
The
mind?
malicious carpet.
Would you mind clicking and linking it to see what it does? Okay.
Yeah.
Perfume dexterity saving throw. Okay. All right. What is your DC? I'm pretty sure your DC was 8 plus proficiency plus dexterity. No, plus wisdom. Let me check your
Which I believe was 12.
Let me check real quick. Before we do anything. So as to not steal from you, from your cool key point move, your let's see, key. It's 8 plus proficiency plus wisdom. So you would be 10, 12. You are correct. So the rug has to succeed a dexterity save from 12. Okay, let's see.
So if this rug isn't very dexterous.
The rug fails.
Oh hell yeah.
So roll me 3d10. Yeah, 3d10. Boom! Oh, that is a lot of damage. You
Yeah,
can
I
see.
got one of those.
You can see the rug. It has a very big gash now.
Yeah, and I would like to, I guess, position it. I guess like right here.
You
if
would
I
have
can.
to. You would have to pull it closer. I would say you kind of squeeze him to the door, and you will be able to get it like there.
Okay. It's like, all right. I took care of your cousin over there. It's your turn.
All right. All right.
Rose is gonna like develop a rug phobia.
So, is that it for your turn?
Yes, that will be it for my turn.
Alrighty. This lovely fella up here. Kipper, would you mind giving me a dexterity saving throw?
Dexterity saving throw.
All right, you are not trapped. And that's
Yay!
all it can do, unfortunately. That's literally all it does. But over here, Rexmoa's BRB. But I will say, if the rug hits, he will be restrained.
He's an
That
18 AC.
he has 18 AC, so that definitely does not hit.
Good.
And this guy's gonna stay there. Kipper, you are up.
Okay, I'm gonna go for a two-handed warhammer again.
All right. Ooh, dirty 20. Let's go. Roll for damage.
Damage.
Boom.
And I'm hitting the guy
Pretty
next to
good.
me.
Well, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Okay. You can see the rug is looking kind of, not the rug, the thing.
The blanket.
Yeah, blanket thing.
Rug.
It's looking kind of messed up now. Anything else in your
Please don't
turn?
hit me.
What? Oh yeah, I'm done.
You're done? Okay. Ambrose, you are up. You can see how from behind, Rexmoa just runs in, summons a whip made out of water, and just, you cannot properly see it, but you can hear the impact, and then the rug gets pulled through the door. What are you doing?
Yes. Okay. I will go ahead and make an attack
Okay.
against this thing to my
Okay.
front. Try and finish it off.
Okay.
Actually, you know what? No, I'm gonna target the rug. Actually.
All right. Go ahead and make your attack. Ooh. Would you mind describing your attack, please?
Oh no.
I was going to attempt to basically just run the rug through as I spin around.
Okay, so you spin around and you're gonna kind of like stab it?
Yes.
Okay. You do just that, Ambrose. You see behind you the rug has taken some damage. You move in with a swift maneuver, spin around and stab it. You have hit your mark. Once you pulled back, the greatsword is stuck in the rug.
Oh, it's like pull on the greatsword for a second, just like fuck.
Yeah, you have been disarmed momentarily.
And okay, with that being said, I am going to use bait and switch.
Okay.
Let's see. Let me pull up the features so you can read it. Here it is. Technically speaking, I had to ask if it's okay with Rexmoa, but I was gonna shove Rexmoa and
movement of the creature's one is incapacitated. Yeah, I mean that is
I'm willing to say the flesh is willing.
Yeah, I mean
Okay.
I was about to say if Rexmoa is willing, 100%.
Yeah, the trust is there.
So
as
you
I kind
can-
of like stick the greatsword inside the rug and realize, oh, it's stuck. I'll keeping one hand on the greatsword because I'm not just gonna let go of it. I will my right hand will go and kind of reach for Rexmoa and say, grab on, and I will shove him into my spot and I will take his, and so we just switch places is what happens.
I'm gonna switch you guys up. Oop, there you go. And roll your superiority dice, and who is gonna get the bonus AC?
I will go ahead and take the bonus AC since my sword is stuck in it.
Okay, roll your superiority dice. Okay, you get a +8 AC until the end. Until the start of your next turn. That is very good. Anything else?
That will be all. I'll just kind of continue trying to tussle with it, kind of keeping a hand on the greatsword, just trying to keep it focused on
Until
me.
your next turn, you have been disarmed.
Yeah.
Okay, Jory, you hear the thudding of the doors opening, and you can see now as one of other rug just gets pushed into the action, and people outside are also struggling to fight it. What are you doing?
I'll just kind of like shake my head and just keep trying to hit this thing.
Okay, go ahead and roll for your attack. That does hit.
Yeah, I'm getting some nice rolls today.
Alrighty. Nice. Anything else on your turn?
That's it.
Alrighty.
That's more.
Alright, how much movement does this little guy have? I'm pretty sure he has like 25,000 feet of movement. Okay. So this guy is gonna be, oops. I need to put them in the actual layer. Sorry. Alright, so that would be, and he's gonna dash over here. You can see another one of those blanket things just walking over. This one looks like the floor this time.
You know, thank goodness we didn't go into the other room.
Yeah, that would have been real bad.
And Rexmoa, it is your turn.
Oh, okay. Well, so the rug has Ambrose's sword, correct?
Yeah, they're kind of like tug of war with it. They're kind of playing tug of war with it right now.
Okay, well, I am going to prioritize, beating the shit out of this rug. Does me beating it while it has the sword stuck in it, does that give it bonus damage?
No, because it was because of Ambrose's nat 1 that the sword got stuck in there.
Okay, well, that's fair. Well, you know what it is.
All right.
Hopefully I don't like hit myself.
That does hit.
And it'll only make my quarterstaff sharper anyways.
Damn.
You punch
Okay.
it and put your hand right through the sword.
You can see the rug has taken substantial damage. It is looking bad.
All right, and then I'm gonna the most careful unarmed strike of the session.
Okay. That does hit.
For my follow-up.
And you just kind of move closer and flick it. The rug trembles and falls down limp.
Nice.
Anything else on your turn? Rexmoa?
Rexmoa.
Oh yeah, sorry. Yep, that's it. That's it for me. Well, I'll just like stand in front of this mysterious sheet
Okay.
to tempt it.
Alrighty. Let's see. Jory, high or low?
I'm in danger.
High?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Kipper, dexterity saving throw, please.
Dexterity, these nuts.
All right, you have been saved for now.
Yay, my nuts.
And that is it for this thing. And you are up.
Oh, okay. Oh, it literally only hugs. It doesn't attack.
It don't do nothing.
Oh, okay. Well, I feel a lot less scared now.
Yeah. It only hugs.
The rug is kind of scary.
Oh, you're hitting it with the warhammer? Okay. Yeah, that does hit.
Yeah.
Pretty solid.
Yeah, survive.
That's good. That's
Actually,
good.
That's more than solid.
Yeah. And you can see this thing is a little bit messed up now.
I wish it was gone.
Not quite yet. Is that it for your turn?
Yes.
All right, Ambrose. First of all, your bonus AC is now gone. And second of all, you are able to retrieve your sword from the corpse of the rug.
I'll just use a foot, like, stomp on the carpet and just, like, retch out my sword, just kind of cutting through part of it.
Yeah.
Swinging around, I will go ahead and charge forward to this one.
Alrighty.
And I'll just do an overhead slash and a sweep downward to try and cut it in two.
Okay, go ahead and roll for your attack.
I'd like it if I hit.
We'll see. That definitely hits.
That's a pretty solid hit.
Roll for that damage.
Yeah.
Ooh.
That'll be 12.
Okay, that is a lot of freaking damage. Hey, what are you doing there? There you go.
Yeah. I just want to see.
And yeah, that's a lot of damage. Anything else on your turn?
That will be my turn.
All right.
I want to avoid using my blade words at the moment.
Jory, you are up.
Hey. This thing sounds like it's just not taking damage.
That does hit. Ooh,
Okay.
okay.
7.
All right. It's looking rough.
Yeah, okay.
Uh-huh.
That's all I can do.
That's all you can do. That's fine. Because you're going to... Well, not you, actually. Ambrose, high or low?
Low.
Rexmoa, dexterity saving throw, please.
You
Technically
got
better
it,
because your
buddy.
chances of succeeding is much higher than mine.
Rexmoa, you have been grappled.
Oh, damn it.
Oh.
This thing smothers you the same way that the rug did to Ambrose before.
No.
Is it at least a warm embrace?
It feels,
Do I feel comforted at all in
it
some
feels
messed
like
up way?
sandpaper.
Oh, no, that's bad.
Well, I guess it's not as bad on my lizardy skin.
Exfoliating.
Yeah.
And that is about it for this thing for now. Rexmoa, at the start of your turn, you are going to take. Let me get my dice. That is a lot of fucking dice. That will be a total of 10 points of bludgeoning damage. And I remind you that you are restrained and blinded. So you can use your action to try and remove yourself from the grapple. It will be another either strength or dexterity, because you are a monk.
All right, well, I'm gonna try to get myself out of this sandpapery hell.
Okay, go ahead and roll your save. Unfortunately, that is not enough for you to get out. And the grapple still continues.
Well, I guess I can't really do anything.
Nope.
Right?
You are blinded and restrained. All right, Jory, high or low?
Low.
Low. Jory, dexterity saving throw, please.
Okay. As I take a moment to find where that is, I think it's this.
Yes, and you are not grappled.
Yay!
Lucky you,
Yay.
Kipper.
And I didn't pin it on Kipper this time.
It is your turn.
Hammer.
You have a hammer. Oh, okay. Go ahead and roll for that damage.
Yeah.
That will be. Damn,
Goodbye.
that is a lot of damage, but it is
Goodbye,
still
blanket.
alive. Barely alive, but it is still
Ow.
kicking.
I hate blankets. I hate them so. When I sleep, I
Freaking
I
wet
have
blankets.
nothing.
Oh, yes. It is still kicking. Barely, but still there. Anything else on your turn?
I think that was it.
All right, Ambrose, you can see your companion has been grappled by this blanket thing. It is completely engulfed. What are you doing?
Yes. Okay, out of curiosity,
Uh-huh.
would bait and switch take away the restrained condition from Rexmoa?
Unfortunately, he will not be willing anymore because he does not know what is happening.
Okay.
Plus, in this condition, in this situation, I think you're gonna have to like ask the blanket if he's willing, and the blanket is definitely not willing.
Hey, do you want to come with
charisma
me?
check.
Come on.
So, what
You
is
wanna
it
feel
gonna
my
be?
rock hard body?
I don't really want to stab you.
It's all right. I can take it.
Are you sure? It might hurt.
No, I don't think I am. I just took 10 points of bludgeoning damage earlier, so.
What would be worse,
Okay.
taking more points of bludgeoning damage per turn, or not?
Can I attempt to like pull it off of him?
Sure, I will have you roll a contested roll against the trapper's strength.
Okay.
Yeah, you can use athletics or just a basic strength check if you want to.
Go ahead and use athletics.
Oh,
Ew.
you know what? Funny enough,
Well, like-
it is just enough to pull it out. This thing rolled one
God.
less than you,
Nice.
and you managed to pull
You
it
know what? I'll
out.
take it. I will take it.
And Rexmoa, you are no longer restrained. As you're able to breathe once again, you see what everything is happening around you. after you've been pummeled by this thing. Anything else, Ambrose?
Not really. Nothing I can specifically do besides pulling him out.
Okay.
I'll just say, I gotcha, as I just kind of like whip him out of the blanket.
Jory, as the blanket thing was going to hit you, you managed to like slap it away. And what are you doing?
He just slaps it like a fly, like, get away from me.
Yeah. It's like, ugh. What's it gonna be?
All reliable.
That does hit.
Yeah.
And just enough damage to tore it apart into
Nice.
little pieces.
Yay.
These things are tanky.
Ooh, nice job, Joy. They are.
These things are tanky. And is that it for your turn?
What's going on out here? Here, let
Nothing
me move
much.
my-
Nothing at all. Don't worry about what's going on out here.
Whatever
I'm just
could be
I'm
going
losing
on.
my
Yeah.
sword. Rexmoa is getting grappled.
All right, and as is this guy's turn. We have 3 people, so I'm gonna roll a d4, and if it rolls a 4, I'm just gonna roll again. Let's see, Rexmoa,
pretty
you
sad,
are
really.
1. Ambrose, you are 2, and Jory, you are 3.
Alrighty.
Jory, dexterity saving throw, please.
Oh.
Okay.
You are grappled, Jory. As you run in to meet with the others, the only thing that you see is this creature just latching onto you and engulfing you in its sandpapery texture, I guess.
How is this one giving us so
Oh,
much
like-
trouble?
He kind of like
Wait,
glares
wouldn't-
at it before it engulfs him.
Wouldn't Joy have advantage because of danger sense?
Oh, that is correct, actually. You are right.
What?
Roll
Walking
another.
stone.
Roll another
heck is
dexterity
that?
saving throw. Danger sense is an ability that does not
Oh,
save
well.
you anyways. But danger sense is an ability that barbarians get, that you get advantage on dexterity saves when it comes to traps that you can see.
Okay.
Okay, so that unfortunately that is not enough to help you. You are still restrained. And Rexmoa, it is your turn.
It was close
Okay.
enough. Good try.
Well, let's freaking do
At least now
this.
if we decide to stab him,
so
we are
I-
stabbing someone that's really injured.
I forget. Isn't there some kind of condition where if like we're all surrounding him?
Yes,
Like, do,
you
like, bonus damage or
now that you are both in opposites of him, you will get advantage to hit. You are flanking.
Alright, nice.
I will allow that.
Sick. All right. Well, you know what it is.
Oh, you gotta roll again because advantage. That does hit.
Thank God, dude. That was very useful.
Okay, Jory, you take 4 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
All right. Anything else?
I'm trying to think. That'll be it.
Okay, that will be a Kipper. You are up. You managed to. You saw how Jory tore apart one of these murderous blanket things, and now you're hearing the commotion on the outside.
I'm going to follow the commotion.
Okay.
Gonna go out into the. I don't even know if I can get right up next to it. I can like
Yeah.
be in.
You can
I
get
think
there.
I would hit the people around me.
No,
try
you
to-
would be able to hit the thing. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Then I'm just going to use my two-handed warhammer again.
That does hit. Roll for your damage.
Yay!
Jory, you take 2 points of bludgeoning damage.
Wait, no! I didn't realize a blanket was on someone.
Yep.
Fine. I can take it.
Anything else?
Dang, nabbit. Did I get a? Hold on. Let me see if I got an aerial, Healy.
Not
I
yet. You will get your AoE heals later.
Okay.
All
I
right.
think the only AoE heals
Level
they have
5.
access to is
Level 5.
well. There's also, I mean, there's aid and then there's prayer of healing. Prayer of healing's outside of combat.
I passed the baton to the stone man.
Ambrose, you are up.
Ugh. See, the issue is if I try and take it off of Joy again, it's just gonna immediately grapple someone.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, Joey said he could take it. I'll go ahead and do a swipe.
All right, go ahead and roll for your attack.
And if I went like technically in Joy's, no, it's whatever. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
I'll just do it. I'll just do my regular attack. Great sword. Yeah.
Oh, that does it. Roll for your damage.
I'm sorry, Joy. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I can understand why they don't like people now.
Because of our rule, 2 of those, that will be max damage plus your thing. So that will be 2d6. That will be 12 plus the 5 and the 1 if you want to re-roll. If you want to re-roll.
I don't know if I should re-roll. I don't know.
I mean,
How
the
much
sooner the
healing
battle's
am I
over, I
gonna
think
have to
the
do?
better. Well, let's say it's a good thing you went to school.
We probably should rest after this anyway.
I didn't go to school.
You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and re-roll it. I'm sorry.
Okay.
That'll be fine.
Okay.
All right.
So it is 12 plus 8, so 20 plus the 3 normally, so 23.
Jory, you take 10 points of slashing damage.
It's but a scratch.
Tis but a scratch, the barbarian, of course.
But
And is that it for your turn, Ambrose?
Yeah, I don't really have anything else I can do that's too useful, so...
Jory, at the start of your turn, you are going to take... How much was this dude? Okay. That is a total of 8 points of bludgeoning damage.
From like the wrapping?
Yes. That thing is pummeling you to death. And now, you are restrained, but you can use your action to try and release yourself from the grapple.
Okay. Hold on, let me... What's that thing I have?
If you decide to attack, since you're restrained, you do have disadvantage.
You will have disadvantage, yes.
And because you're blinded as well, but it doesn't
It
stack.
doesn't stack, yeah.
Because you have one of them.
Okay. Let me just try to save this.
Unfortunate. Well, you have danger sense. I will give you that. So,
Right.
that unfortunately is not
unfortunate.
enough. You are still restrained, Jory. And I will say you have high constitution. You are not struggling for air just yet.
Okay.
And then it's this thing's turn. This thing looks very comfortable on Jory. And that's his turn. Rexmoa, you are up.
Probably feels great. All right, I'm gonna try to just can I assist or make a roll to free?
You can
free
do
Jory.
either a strength or dexterity check contested against this thing's strength.
All right, dexterity check.
Okay.
Contested. Let's go.
Unfortunately for you, this thing rolled in nat 20.
Are
You are
fucking
not getting it out.
You're just trapped like that forever. I'm sorry.
Oh boy.
He's like, got her.
Come on, guys. It's the last one.
It's always the last one, right?
We definitely gonna need to rest after this. God.
Anything else on your turn?
Can I say? Well, no, I can't even do my bonus action punching because I didn't make an attack in the first place. Yeah, I'll just pass it on.
Nothing else?
Hello?
Yeah, nothing else.
Okay.
Sorry.
Kipper,
I am here.
go ahead. What are you gonna do?
I don't want to do anything. If I do something, it hurts my friend. If I do nothing, I'm bored.
If you do nothing, it hurts your
one is
friend
the
even
worst?
more. I will say this.
Oh, no. Hold on. What can I use?
Well.
Yuri, what is your health looking like?
We're allowed to just say it outright, right? Not sure how
I
that works.
will say, just to keep it, you know,
The suspense.
not like super kind of metagamey. You can tell him like how rough you're looking, like what I do
Oh.
with the monsters.
Yeah, one more hit and I'm going down. Not gonna lie.
No, okay, so I was thinking of healing you, and now I'm kind of 100% thinking of healing you. Especially,
Uh-huh.
I'm looking for a
Healing word, isn't this one the action? I think this one's the action, right? No, wait, you haven't used your action, so you're fine.
one of them was. Oh wait, no, healing word was
The bonus
non-action
action,
one.
yeah. Well, you still
Why is
have
it
your
when
action.
I click it, it does not?
You still have your bonus action and your action.
It is silly. It is bonus.
So you're
When
using
I
it?
click on it, yeah, but
Alright.
I click on it and then it doesn't do the thing.
Yeah, no, don't worry.
Sad.
Roll a 1d4.
Oh, okay. I forgot.
That would be 8 points of healing to Jory.
Nice. Thank you very much.
Yeah, and make sure to take down that mana point. Anything else, Kipper?
I'm done.
You're done? Okay, Ambrose.
Yeah.
I don't want to undo what Kipper just did, so I'm gonna try and rip the cloth off of him.
All right, go ahead and roll. Athletics,
Maybe
strength.
I won't roll below a 10 with a +5.
I believe.
Oh.
No.
Oh my goodness, dude. This thing rolled a 9. Come on.
Are you for real right now?
I am
my
being
lord.
for real.
I'm sorry, Jordy. I tried.
Oh, I thought you would.
York doesn't even know what's going on over there.
Oh
Yeah,
my
I should
goodness.
mention he doesn't seem particularly phased by any of this. He's just kind of like standing there strong.
It's
standing his
inconvenient.
ground. Yeah.
That's my best skill, too.
Oh my goodness, you guys have very bad rolls. Jesus. Okay, is that it for your turn, Ambrose, or do you want to do something else?
That's it. All of my extra stuff is stuff that only affects things that aren't useful right now.
Well, Jory, you are up. What are you doing? As you can feel the tension of this thing trying to be ripped off, but every time it comes back to hug you the same time as before.
Am I still taking 8 points of damage?
Oh yeah, you know what? Actually, let me roll for that because you take.
Oh.
That will be a total of 10 points of bludgeoning damage.
Whoa. I'm still standing.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I'm still standing better than I ever been.
Let's roll dexterity saving throw at advantage, I guess.
Yeah. If you want to get rid of it, yeah, of course. That
There we go.
definitely works. You are out of the grapple of this creature.
I'm fine. You know,
Yeah,
Everything's still
fine.
fine.
It's fine.
Could be worse.
Could be worse indeed. Anything else on your turn?
and you said that was my action, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's all I can do anyways.
Alrighty. This thing, now we have 4 people. So I'm gonna roll a d4. Let's see. 1 Rexmoa, 2 Kipper, 3 Ambrose, and 4 Jory. For Rexmoa, dexterity saving throw, please.
Okay, let's do this.
Imagine it went on me again.
No.
Easy enough. You are able to shrug it off.
Thank goodness. Time for revenge.
All right. Yeah, that is it for this thing. You can't do
Yeah, I
anything else.
forgot we got Taurin in my pocket.
Yeah, Taurin doesn't
Right.
know what's going on.
You know what it is?
That does hit.
Holy.
Oh!
Kill him. Kill
All
them.
right. You can see it's looking rough.
Kill him.
More.
Okay. Roll for that damage.
Hey, it's like I'm good against this guy.
That will be a 4 plus a 1. That will be. Whoa, wait. What do you mean? 2d8. Hold on.
Goodbye, Micah.
That will be then a 4 plus a 5 plus a 1 because of your dexterity.
Oh, hell yeah.
That would be
Critical strike. I just rended the fibers apart.
Damn, it's looking incredibly bad. It's on its last legs.
Someone.
And that someone may have to be Kipper, because Kipper goes next. Unless you have something else to do in your turn.
Ah!
No, Rexmoa? Anything?
Nope.
Okay.
Sorry.
You are good. Kipper, finish it.
Yeah.
Is a perfect way to bake a cake. What? Okay. Gotta do the cooking by the book.
That does hit. Roll for
Break it
your
down, bitch.
roll for your damage.
You understood the assignment.
And just enough. Kipper, you slam your hammer down and bash this thing against the floor. You can see that it used to be mimicking some of the wooden floors inside the rooms, but its camouflage kind of fades away, and now it's just an amorphous thing on the ground. And it is dead.
George just kind of looks down at it and just kicks it with a giant paw.
It's dead. It's motionless.
Now that it's dead, can we use it as a cape?
I don't know. Would you like to try?
Yes.
What are you trying to do with it?
Make a little cape.
You want to try and make a
Nothing.
cape out of it? I mean, sure, but this
is it
thing,
made of fabric or is it like jelly now?
it is some sort
Yeah, give
of.
us the dungeon meshy description.
It is some sort of gelatin.
Never mind.
Ew.
I wonder. Dungeon meshy thoughts though.
I mean, hey, I'm all up for creativity. But
Okay,
this
I'm putting-
creature
I'm-
is it's not specifically a blanket, it's kind of like a gelatin thing.
I'm gonna take a little bit of my dagger.
Uh-huh.
Well, not
A
a little bit.
of
My
your
whole
dagger,
dagger.
okay.
It's just a little dagger.
It's just a little tiny bite of the dagger.
A tiny bite of it. Num num. Yeah. So I'm gonna cut a portion of this jelly man up, and I'm gonna put him in my bag.
Okay. You will get a what can we call this? A section of a trapper.
section of a trapper, understood.
It looks like jello. Like, have you have any like desserts with agar agar? That kind of jello consistency.
Yes, that's one of my favorite ingredients.
Oh,
to
there you
use,
go. Now
yeah.
there you now you know. It's like a thicker kind of jello.
Yeah.
Okay.
I forget what the Japanese name for it was, but I made raindrop cakes, and it tastes like water.
In a good way?
You know, it tastes like water in a water way.
Mm-hmm. As water does.
You need to add sugar, and I
Right.
forgot to do that.
Normally, don't they put like a syrup outside
Yeah,
of it?
it's like a molasses
Uh-huh.
brown sugar syrup, but
You just didn't do it.
I just burnt the brown sugar, so
Ouch.
it's just like burnt brown sugar
Whoops.
and then a clear water gelatin.
That's fine. So, as the calm settles once again, the eerie silence of this monastery surrounds you all. What are you guys doing?
I look at Yori and I ask if he's okay. Took quite the beating back there.
He kind of like just ignores it and just like starts brushing his shoulders, literally brushing dust off his fur.
We should probably take a moment to bandage ourselves up. I think we're all a little hurt.
God. Who knew a carpet could give such a beating?
Multiple carpets.
So,
At least we know these couple of rooms here are safe.
yeah, I will give you that. Well, the creatures that were in the room are now gone. The rooms are pretty much empty.
I feel like we should definitely
Yeah, I
check
think
out
we
that
should.
room with the big carpet now.
Yeah, now that it's
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah, go ahead. I'll go ahead and check out this room because I am still doing okay.
Okay.
All right,
What are you
let's-
trying to
let's
check
walk into
out
this
for?
room?
Look around. I'll see if there's anything else in here besides the rug that was in here.
Give me an investigation check, please.
Alrighty. Investigation. 17.
Okay, what are you looking for specifically?
First and foremost, I'll just see if there's anything else in this room besides the rug having been in here. And then I suppose I'll also check and confirm if the same thing that Kipper saw in the other room, the fact that it was ransacked, is the same condition this room is in.
Okay, so yes, indeed, the rug was indeed inside of this room. You can see kind of like the square where it was laying down. That is not that dusty in comparison to the rest. Yeah, of course, the marks of where it has been dragged outside. And looking around, you will see that yes, the mess looks very similar to what you have seen already. So this place has been like ransacked. Looking around, trying to figure out if there is something valuable they were looking for. You can't really tell if there was something they were looking for, but everything, it gives you the appearance that everything there was just tossed around for whatever reason. You can't really like discern it, because looking inside the chest, you can only see like normal items like clothes, whatever, memorabilia these monks would have. And you managed to find yourself a little coin purse with
Nice.
30 gold coins.
And there's something on the ceiling.
Yes, as a matter of fact, the ceiling is up there.
The ceiling is up there.
Uh-huh.
The roof is the ceiling, after all.
Lovely.
Wait, where did that the second like snare thingy come from? If it didn't come from the room with the carpet.
It
What?
came from below us. So, maybe it was like this room that was down here, and we just didn't see it.
It was just feeling nice.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it could have very well been waiting for us to get attacked by the things first. So,
I mean, you know for a fact that these all are ambush predators, so that may very well be the case.
Well, these couple of rooms seem safe for right now. Like I said, I think we should take a couple of moments and bandage ourselves up. It seems like we're probably going to continue coming across these things.
Yeah, I mean, I think we're safe enough, granted that we just had our previous encounter. Maybe barricade one of these rooms and we can have some more peace of mind for whatever else lays out there.
You
Sounds
guys.
like a good idea.
Which room would you
So,
guys like to barricade?
I think,
The one that had the giant rug in it?
yeah, this one. Or yeah, the previous one.
We can fit 2 people on each bed, or we can have people sleep on the ground. This is how you utilize a space.
Hey, I know a rug you guys could use.
God, four people, 2 beds. Oh my god.
I know a rug you guys could use to sleep. It is very comfortable.
That feels wrong.
It's like in Star Wars when Luke Skywalker sleeps in the corpse of that
Oh,
that
that
alpaca thingy.
That was an awful scene. That was such an it was so well done, but as a child I was just like, oh, that has to smell.
Is the rug warm at least?
It's a rug.
Okay.
It was a talent, but
Yeah, I think we can use the. Are we gonna do a long rest? Is that what we're doing?
Are you guys trying to?
I wasn't sure.
I was
only
this best.
How are you on
MP? For
MP?
short rest.
Because if you guys are gonna short rest, sure. But if you guys are gonna try to long rest, I will have to say you will have to stand guard. Maybe things may want to attack you at night.
We are in a hostile environment.
Yeah, and do any of us have? Do any of us have like the trance thing or like something where like a short rest can be considered a long rest?
You unfortunately have no elves or half elves in your party. So no.
Do short rests? What do short rests help with? Do they help with healing?
Yes, they will allow you to use your hit dice to heal points, and they will make you gain some resources back. I'm pretty sure every single one of you will gain the resources back on a short rest, except for barbarians. I know that.
I get literally all of my resources back.
Monks get their key back, and I'm pretty sure clerics do get their what's the name of the thing? Divine
Channel Divinity.
Channel Divinity, that's the name. Back.
Which for you is a mass heal. It's a single mass heal you could use on.
I will give you this, Kipper, and thank you for mentioning it. You would be able to use your Channel Divinity now because it is I think it's outside of combat, yeah?
Oh yeah.
I think it's just an action.
Is it an action? I don't quite remember. Let me check real quick.
Preserve life as an action. You present your holy symbol. So
yeah, preserve life. Yeah, correct.
Mine is just an obsidian black stone. I'm just kidding. It's my hands. I don't have a symbol. My symbol is my hands.
Okay. So let's see. Hit points equal to 5 times your cleric level. So basically, you have right now a total of 15 points that you can distribute to your allies in whatever way you want to.
Okay. I'm trying to think
Well-
because I need to know who needs heals most. I know that Ambrose got whacked. I know that
I will say, from
Jory
looking at
got
this,
whacked.
Jory is probably the one that looks the most
Yeah.
bloody out of
Yeah.
all of you.
Yeah, I took
Like,
some damage too, but
I'm
Yuri is
only
definitely
slightly
the-
injured. The short rest will be more than enough to fix me up.
Oh, okay.
So like character-wise, Jory's like, doesn't seem like phased by anything, but like sheet-wise, yeah, I could use a point or two of healing.
You know what we should do? Maybe we do the short rest first, and then whatever health is left over.
Well,
Like I'll see who needs it.
I'm
after
just
that.
saying,
Well-
you will regain your points again if you short rest your channel divinity.
Yeah.
So technically, you can do
smartness.
it 2 times if you wanted to, but you have to do it
I
before
like-
resting.
Now I just have to find out where the heck it's located because I just.
It's in your features and traits. It is called Preserve Life. Channel Divinity Preserve Life.
Okay. Okay.
It says that you get a pool of points that you can use to heal people, equal to 5 times your cleric level. So
Okay.
you have 15 points.
Experience tranquility.
Yeah. And you can heal any creature within 30 feet of you. But you have to distribute those 15 points between the amount of creatures you want to heal.
Okay. Well, let's see. How many points do I need to give you, Jory, until you're full?
29.
Oh! I'll just give you my 15. How about that?
Are you sure about that?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
All right, so how are you going to do this, Kipper? You are meant to, channel your divine power.
Oh.
But
can I-
your divine power is kind of odd now, isn't it?
Yeah. I'm going to put my hands over the afflicted areas. I guess like around a foot's distance.
The whole Jory.
The whole, the don't look at my eyes.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And like how does what does it look like? Like how are you trying to invoke this energy from your from your divinity?
I don't like to think about it much. It's kind of more, I would say I'm speaking to something in my head.
Uh-huh.
Kind of embarrassing. So,
Okay, and then anything specific that you are saying?
I was thinking like, okay, maybe like an old language, but the only old language I have in my brain is Welsh. So I guess that's what it's gonna sound like.
Okay.
Yeah. I guess it would kind of sound
Welsh.
sing-songy. There's this 800-year-old Welsh song. So I'm gonna assume it sounds like that.
Okay. So you listen to Kipper mutter things in a very odd language, and suddenly his hands start glowing and healing energy radiates from them. Jory, you gain the 15 points of HP back.
Yippee.
And once it is done curing some of your wounds, Kipper's hands go back to normal. And
They were on fire for a moment. They were not on fire.
Or just kind of like breathes like a sigh of relief, I guess.
a relief sigh as you are no longer very beat up.
Yeah, no longer at a state where if something looks at me, I'll fall.
The others, I'm assuming, are prepping to just stay in this room for a moment to have a short rest.
Well, just in case, I'll kind of like take that chest and just like push it along against the door. That way, if something does happen to come down during the rest, they can't get into the door.
Okay.
Or at least it'll take a moment.
Yeah, I will say a short rest is a minimum of an hour. If you guys just want to take the hour, I will say nothing bad necessarily would happen. But perhaps things may be happening outside of your knowledge.
Okay. Yeah, I'm fine with the short rest. That way
All
I can
right.
just restore my key.
So yes, if you guys are taking a short rest, make sure to take the benefits of the short rest, which for everybody would be using your hit dice to heal yourselves. And of course, your resources, your key points, and your channel divinity, and I'm pretty sure your superiority dice will be restored.
Yeah, literally all of my resources except my racial bonuses are restored.
Correct.
I don't know what resources I had other than the consumables. that
You
can't
have
get back.
channel divinity
Oh,
that we just used. You only get 1 point now. Later you get more. But yeah, your 1 point of channel divinity that you just used will go back.
yay!
Okay, and as you guys are healing, make sure to tick down the healing dice that you have been using. So I see Rexmoa have used 3 already, so you're gonna have to tick down 3. And Ambrose has used 1.
Just deciding if I should use a second.
There you go.
Are we just clicking on the short rest button?
You know what? I'll go ahead and do it.
Yeah, well, if you click on the short rest button, it just tells you kind of short rest.
Dude, my first one was a 0.
Wait, what do you mean the first one was a 0?
I just hit short rest and it did.
Oh, it's because it's a +0, so you get a 1.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, I have to press the plus rest.
Yeah, exactly. So Jory, make sure to take down the 1 point that you healed, and Ambrose, you had the 2 dice that you used. Obviously, Rexmoa used 3. Kipper, if you wanna. Oh, wait. What do you have issues with?
Me?
No. Whoever has any trouble with the sheets.
So I did it. I think I used 1 hit die.
Yeah, if you only use 1 of them, yeah. Make sure to
Also,
take.
why did my 3rd rage get ticked? I never used it. Weird.
Well, you used 1 of them in the mimic fight. I do remember that. So you should only have 2 rages left.
Well, I raged twice, I remember. So I've just been saving on to the last one.
So then you should only have 1. Maybe you get one. I don't.
Yeah,
I
just
think
1.
you don't get your
remember
rage
using
on a
just
short
1.
on a short rest, if I'm
Yeah, it's
correct.
long rest.
Yeah, so we just take it down. We'll fix that later then, I guess.
You have 1 rage left.
Which it probably would have been beneficial to use it then, because it would have taken half damage from all that.
I mean,
Maybe, but
like
there
I
might be
said,
something worse in here. Who knows?
there may be
Yeah.
something worse in here, and yeah, you guys are going to
There's
see.
definitely something worse in here.
I've been saving my round resistance. I have 1 left because I used 1 during the first mimic fight. But I only have 2 of them, so I have to be kind of careful how I use them. And it
Resource
only lasts a
management
round.
is a big thing in D&D.
But the rest of my stuff I can just use willy-nilly because they're short rest.
So, as you guys take the time to rest, sit around, maybe lay down for a moment, let the body rest out some of the smaller injuries. you guys feel revitalized after a moment of brief, I guess, just nothing. And what are you guys gonna do? Respite or respite? Yeah, respite, I guess. I don't know.
Well, if we don't want to deal with the water, I think the only place we can go is back in the main hall. Yeah, and I think we're done poking around in all these rooms.
Yeah, I think the only places we can go is the main hall or going down one of these corridors.
Yeah, with the water in it.
Because I think we've explored everything else, unless we've missed one of the rooms by chance, which we might have.
Are we able to see what's on the other side of this hall, like beyond the water?
I was just about to say, as you approach.
I'm over here. I'm over
here. Okay. As you approach over here, you would notice that there are 2 doors in this corridor.
Well, what are we thinking, team?
Well, I don't really want to walk down there, but if we need to, we need to.
Yeah, I was thinking the only thing worse than a carpet trying to kill you is a wet carpet trying to kill you.
I'm not particularly fond of slimes, though.
Yeah, I feel like I don't want to get waterboarded on top of being smothered.
Well, you could always turn around and save that for another time, perhaps.
A rainy day, maybe.
Alright, well, yeah, we can shuffle our way back to the main hall.
Okay.
I don't think we've gone beyond, like, these suits of armor over here. It's really dark in here.
Yeah, no, we went, like, right here, and for some reason we turned around.
As you guys enter this place again, it is full of water.
Oh, this place is full of water too?
You can see, like, there are stairs down there, and obviously as you go down, the water is at the level that I mentioned before.
All right.
Okay, so we turned around because there was water.
And at the end of this hallway, as I mentioned, there are lights.
Okay.
Do we want to go down this hallway, or do we want to go the roundabout way, which might just lead down here anyway, just from a different direction?
Yeah, I mean, I think the direct route might be the best.
Okay.
I feel like our little side adventures are taking a toll on our resources.
Just a little bit. Went down to the left, got attacked by ham and meat. Went out on the right, got attacked by a rug. Several rugs.
What's
blanket,
next?
a ceiling.
Getting bitten by a book.
By some armor, but someone has to initiate this. I'm going ahead.
Okay. I guess I'm following.
You guys are starting to go ahead?
Not bad.
Okay. Yeah, you guys.
So we're trudging through this like knee-high water, or like waist high.
Yeah. No, it's knee-high for Kipper. For yours, it's like a little bit lower. So as you guys enter this place, you can see a lot of braziers are still on, and lights are also on in this place. At the end of this hallway, you can see a large locked door with the symbol of a star, and around you, as you probably are able to see, there are many smaller rooms with an armor each, many of them. Kipper, as you move closer,
Kipper runs away the moment.
Hey, listen! If you guys are moving closer, I'm gonna have stuff happen. If as you move closer, Kipper, you may be able to.
We're all in the main hallway.
Yeah, you may be able to hear something coming from these smaller rooms over here.
It's this is definitely live armor. I don't trust armor that doesn't move because it will soon be armor that moves.
Is it now?
Are these things, are they present in the room, or is that just another?
Oh yeah, you
map feature?
should be able to. Wait, which ones?
These like gallow looking things.
Oh no, those
on the left and right.
You can see it's just
Okay.
like a main. This one would be like a main kind of prayer hall. And these guys are supposed to also be visible for you guys, so.
All right, so you're saying like these rooms on the right each contain like a set of armor?
There you go. You can see them now.
Okay. Well, I'm not going over there. Jeez.
Yeah, there are a
Saying
lot
kind
of
of
them.
quietly.
Hmm.
I'll say it kind of quietly as we walk in. Say, it's kind of strange that there are any amount of light in this area.
Yeah. Who's been maintaining this place?
Kipper, as
Oh,
you
die
have
out, more to
arrived over
go.
here, please put your token over here.
Oh,
Okay.
Because you were there. As you arrived
I
at
was.
this, yes, I am watching where you guys are moving. Don't you worry. As I said, things will happen if you move around. So better not.
Oh no.
Better not
Close.
move.
I should stop touching things.
Better not touch too many things.
I can't stop touching
So,
things.
as you reach this place with this large door, you are able to see it clearly. Besides the random like illuminations that you see around, this is a massive stone door with, as I said, a depiction of a star in the middle. It is a 4-pointed star with some kind of like glows coming out of it. And in this door, you see 4 braziers, 2 on each of the, I guess, the sides of the door. And these 4 braziers are all, sorry, not the 4 braziers. These ones right here, right now, they're all off. As you may be able to notice very clearly. And as you get close to the door, the same noise from this side of the room happens again. This time, you hear it clearly. At first, it sounded a little bit like static, but now it sounds like a voice. The voice goes, as again, sounds very staticky, kind of I don't know. It has a lot of it sounds kind of like it was being transmitted. Everybody does hear this. Ambrose, as I said, this happened when Kipper got close to the door. You hear from this side, one of these rooms, you can hear, We couldn't defend this place. They're already in here with us. And you hear some static as it cuts. And in another room, you hear another sort of voice coming out and saying, "We're hiding inside the vault. Please, open it." Again, the same thing cuts, and in another different room, it said, "The temple was infiltrated. We were the only ones left." And the message cuts again, and another one of these many rooms with many armors. Again, another voice is heard. The voices are from 2 different people. They're kind of like, you can hear that they are agitated. And let's see. Kipper, since you are pretty much the only spellcaster over here, give me an Arcana check. Okay. With the Arcana check, I can tell you that what you are listening, it is definitely caused by a spell. Whatever the spell may be, might be a little hazy with your lack of proper magical education. But the static continues as you hear another voice coming out of these rooms that goes, destroy them all, and free us from this prison. The voice again cuts. And one last one that says, it is our only hope. Otherwise, we will not last in here. And it cuts again. And then complete silence. And that's where we're going to end the session for today.
The stakes. Well, it's a good thing we didn't take a long rest.
Yes. I mean, you guys are able to see what you guys can see right now. A very large and imposing door stands in front of you, 4 unlit braziers, and weird
I'm more
voices.
Scared of what else is in here?
Quartz.
Quartz.
I'm gonna be honest, like the setup is really cool just because it's like, okay, what can infiltrate a temple and be so efficient and quick where like there's no disturbance of the people like rushing around and like being killed by stuff?
Me.
Wouldn't that be a fun thing to understand? Well, perhaps with a little bit more investigating, you may be able to get to that conclusion. But for now, everybody say goodbye to the people that are watching the VODs on YouTube. Goodbye.
Bye, VOD Squad. Good to be back.
Hey,
I love you.